Yeah, welcome back, Sydney.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, you guys must be very grateful for those who came before you, to sustain this noble organization of Madiba for such a long time, and it is on your shoulders now. At this point, we can only acknowledge the former CEO, Sibongile Mkabela, and the many others that came before. And I know you indicated to me that she's not necessarily gone, she's part of the board, so you have some wisdom to consult there. But how is the new CEO settling down?
Yeah, I think she's settling down well because she has the support, as you're saying, from both our last CEO.
Yes.
Bongi, so she's settling down. I mean, she's engaging and she's involving everyone, and I think she's ready to drive the vision forward.
Lovely. What's the name?
Konehadi Kukushe.
I see. Well, it's good to find a team of very enthusiastic. One thing I always say from a distance is sometimes it's not what carries people through. It's not just the knowledge and experience, but also their hearts being at the right place. I've seen at a distance the amount of work that small team is pushing through, which is excellent. And of course, the monument up the road there, the hospital, can only be an evidence of hard work of so many people together.
Yeah, I must say that they've done a huge amount of work, and and there's a huge responsibility ahead, and that's why we are here to say we cannot actually do this alone.
Yeah, we are all silent and subtle owners of the Madiba organizations. We keep quiet for as long as things go well. Once things go wrong, we will be the first to shout, no, you can't do this to Madiba's organization. And by the way, it will not only be South Africans, it will be the whole world.
Yeah.
And in actual fact, do you think you guys are using the name Madiba to the full maximum? I'm not saying exploiting it, but using it to the full maximum. There are just so many good-hearted people out there that would love to see the legacy of Madiba succeeding.
Yeah, I think we will try to do our best. I mean, the team has done a wonderful job. So if we just try and create a space for everyone who actually wants to get involved to get involved. So I think it's important to create that space. Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm very glad for the soccer fraternity to have somebody like you representing them in such an important organization. Representing them in brackets. I'm not saying you are representing, but I'm meaning that you can conscientize them around the work that the hospital and the fund are doing, and also ask them to support your initiatives. Now, we're going to talk about the virtual marathon, and it invariably it attracts athletes, sportsmen and women, and footballers it will be a shame on them if they don't come and support their fellow former footballer. Yeah.
That's why we're here in this platform to say they must come in their numbers and support the 67 kilometers woman.
And it's for a good cause. It's really not just about Madiba. It's about what the organization does out there for the young people, for the children. And let's talk about that. Maybe before we do that, who is the team that is working with you in terms of fundraising and communications and marketing initiatives at the fund? You have mentioned the program. Those are the real your core people in terms of deployment of the programs on the ground. But I can imagine that you must have other people that are working with you to mobilize resources and send the information out there. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm losing you. Just move around and start again.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you know. So we work with. I think Noki is you know, and her team is actually helping us to drive that. I've mentioned Melin Angelbrecht and Agnes Sambira, who actually is a fundraising team. But also we work with pro managers. Remember that they also have been doing the work before we came in. So they are critical components in terms of doing that. Of course, the finance and the other teams, you know, in Asia, they also, you know, help us in this country. So for me, it's not specifically just working with one component. They bought a role to help because we all represent the brand. So when we come in out there, we come in, you know, representing both the fund and the hospital.
I see. Okay. All right. Let's now talk about the Nelson Mandela 67-kilometer virtual marathon 2020. Right? Is that the right title?
Yeah. It's 7-kilometer from Mandela Day National Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. And how did it come about?
Basically, you know, it's our 25th anniversary, so we actually we want to serve like Madiba, which is our main thing. So because of the current situation of COVID-19, we are limited in terms of doing, you know, physical events.
Just be a little bit loud. I'm losing you.
Yeah. So because so the reason why we have started the virtual race is an opportunity that we thought would be relevant to the COVID-19 environment.
Yeah.
So then we thought that because it's also our 25th anniversary, and you know, we are limited in terms of doing physical events. So it's just an innovative program that the fundraising project that we came up with, you know, to engage our community, you know, as part of celebrating this month. Yeah.
Yeah. And take us through the route that the virtual race will follow.
Yeah, so basically, people when they register, they go into the site. I don't know whether I can mention it.
Yeah.
It is www.vfcseries.com. I can repeat it: www.v for van, f for fan, c for car, and then series.com. So basically, what it will do, it will take you through the site, and you actually get a profile. And when you create that profile, it can be linked to your smartphone. And what happens is that on the platform, it is overlaid into Google Street View, where you are able to, you know, when you run the race, when you run, you can actually register your time on the platform. So what it will give you, it will give you the route that you're going to follow as you run.
Yeah.
And then what actually happens is that you can actually use both the iPhone or the iPhone, so you can download the app, and also there's a link to a Facebook site. So the route actually, they start from Nelson Mandela Children's Farm, go past Lily's Farm, go past to Apartheid Museum, until you end up in Soweto at Mandela's house, Mandela's place. So you go past all those areas, and so when you actually put your kilometers, so it will show on the map where you are on that spot. So what is good about it is whether you are here in South Africa or globally, you will also be, you will also be allowed. Yeah. So
I'm losing you. You're fainting. Just that's a very important information. I'm really going to request you to do it again. Just because that's really people need to know, need to hear the route And that's a valuable information, even though they can get it on the app. But let's just repeat that route and a little bit louder so people really can follow the route.
Yeah. So the route actually it starts at the fund, at National Mandela Children's Fund. You go through Constitutional here, past State Museum, and you pass Lily's Farm, and then from there the final destination it is going to be Villa Street in Mandela Town. So and also what I can also say is that as you travel the route, you can be able to when you note the hours that you've made, either as family members or as individuals, you will be able to see on your platform how far you've gone. So, and if I can just talk about the nominal fee is like 250 visuals. So you can actually register there, and it will take you through the payment process. There are different kinds of payment process you can actually register. So it's an easy process. Once you have it, you can also communicate on Facebook page in terms of how many filters you've done, or your pictures when you're running and so forth. And you just make it much more interactive.
Yeah. Let's just now talk about, I've heard about the virtual race. The marathon is the first time you run it, and it is because people can't be physically doing it, so we decided that we're going to do a virtual race. And there is as they run, then the app will take them through these iconic places, which is, am I saying it right? And then it starts from the fund head office, and then it will end up at the Nelson Mandela's house in Soweto.
Yes, it starts from the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
Yeah, we got that one. I think what is important now is for the people to know how to go about participating. Is it for individuals, for groups, and is the app very clear in terms of what they need to do to register? And we had you saying that is 250 rands per person, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I'm also losing you. I'm not sure.
I can hear you very well.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, just take us through the process of registering.
Yeah, so the process of registering, you go into the website. And when you go into the website is www.V for van, F for fan, C for car, and then series, one word, .com. So when you arrive there, the process is very, very simple. It will take you through step by step, from creating a profile and linking into your app, and also just getting the full registration in terms of the payment. And then once you've done that, you can then start running. So and the amount is 250 rand per person. You can actually run as families, as individuals. It doesn't matter. So it also gives you options in terms of when you run as a team, and there are very clear stipulations, and you can just choose the one that is relevant to you. When you are local or abroad, then you can actually register as well. So, and the payment platform is very simple, straightforward. You can choose the platform as a payment platform that is going to be relevant to you.
And the people that are in foreign countries using foreign currency, they still have to pay in rand, right?
No, they'll pay in their currency. So all they'll pay in their currency.
And the system will convert it into rand.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And I can imagine, because the www.vfcseries.com is a public platform, but they will have to choose the Nelson Mandela virtual race and then click there, and that's where they will register, right?
Exactly. It will lead them. You'll see the poster and is there in the platform, so it'll be easier for them to go through all that.
Yeah. And the time period within which they should complete the race?
Yeah, so we've extended it until March end. So they've got enough time to complete 67. They don't have to run 67 in one day. They can actually spread it across the days. So and then they can just communicate as to how and make it exciting for the whole family.
And is there a winner?
We are all winners. We are winners.
But the participants will have to do a real running, basically, together with whoever they run with.
Yes.
And then what will happen is that the app is loaded onto the mobile phone?
Yeah, so if you don't have a mobile phone, you can actually, there is an option where you can enter it manually. So those that do not have mobile phones, they have to also be covered, But if you've got an Android or an Apple, there's an app that you can actually put in, and then you can put your details in. But also if you walk, if you don't want to run, you don't have to run, you can walk. As long as you can just get your body moving, because for us it's all about just keeping you active in this period. Yeah.
But if you don't have an app, basically it means after running you must record the kilometers, and then you go and then enter them. That I started at this time, finished at this time, and then the website will then record that.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can raise them manually.
So who monitors and supervises the runners?
Yeah, the runner must supervise, must actually record proper figures.
we do appeal to people to really be truthful to themselves.
Yeah, those are values that Madiba would really appreciate, where we actually are truthful and honest, and we've got integrity as well. Yeah.
But as you said, we are all winners by virtue of paying that fee. You have contributed to the fundraising, and then we hope you enjoy fun of running.
Yes. And what we've actually done also, we've spoken to key, sports and people who actually be involved in sporting. Others are swimmers, others they are DJs. We've spoken to a few, celebrities to help us, drive, encourage people to follow them. And so forth. So it's making it exciting. The target that we've set ourselves to reach a target of 10,000 entries.
Okay.
So we hope that by the end of the month we would have achieved that target.
That's a good number. If you get 10,000, that basically gives you 2.5 million rands.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 million plus, but I think we can do better than that.
But I'm just saying that is the target you set for yourself, but you wish you can break that 5 times, 5 folds.
Yeah. I believe that we can actually even make double of that.
I mean, the beauty of a virtual marathon is that it can be, you can have participants from anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So 10,000 is a very small number to make. So you are waiting to be surprised and see if you can't even reach more.
Yes.
Any high big personalities that have already responded to this initiative?
Yeah, for example, we've got Hezekiah Sepeng. I remember when I was still at school, we went and played with him. We were in the same team. He was in the athletics team. I was in the football team when we went to play in Italy. He's also coming on board. We have Season Gazy, who is a comedian. We've got a number of sporting sports anchor Lebo Motueli, and also Oji Molese is also there. And we've got Ed.2 Motibi, who is a former Comrade 2019 winner. She's also running, and a number of other celebrities that are...
Any footballer?
Footballers, we're still engaging with them. Yeah, there's a few. There's a former, there's the captain of my Banyana.
With that,
when it comes to football, yes, when it comes to football, I'm still engaging with. We are still actually engaging with a few, but I know that there should be others that have actually, got in, because we've just engaged with staff to help us with footballers. So we should have a few of them. But I encourage that if there are any footballers that want to get involved, please just get involved. This is for a good cause.
And what are the intentions? Is this a once-off virtual marathon, or do you see the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund doing this every year?
Given the response that we've received, I think we can, make it a yearly event. That would be awesome. For the reason that it actually not only involves local athletes and runners and cyclists and walkers, but also the global market. So I think we'll actually make it a yearly event. It's more relevant.
And I think for people in hard currencies, 250 rands is nothing. So are they, if they are willing to put more, is the system allowing them if they want to contribute more?
Yes, it does allow that. So people can actually, even companies, they can actually get involved. So for us, it's like you can actually use this event for many other reasons. Team building, exercise, you can use it for, teams running together for the same cause. For whatever positioning within the people who want to get involved, it would be very much relevant. There is an option, yes.
Wow. And are there any prizes, or there's no prizes because we are all winners, you say?
Yeah, I think there is going to be badges that are going to be given to people. When you raise, actually, you receive sort of an acknowledgement in the form of a badge and all of that. So it's just a token of appreciation for the support, yeah.
And of course, I'm sure it gets recorded in the system, and so you can see yourself among the global people that are participating for the icon Maldiva.
Exactly. And actually, you can even share it on your social media site and your Facebook, your Twitter, and all of that. So it's more integrated. So you can actually even, get other people to encourage other people to get involved.
Now, if people, this is an initiative that obviously reminds people of Maldiva's work, I guess, but it might trigger other interests which we may not be aware of. And if people want to explore more with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, is there a way of them contacting the fund? I know the app is for the purposes of registering and participating, but if people somewhere, anywhere in the world want to engage with the fund, want to engage with you around the work of the fund, for whatever reasons, how do they go about doing that?
Well, yeah, they can reach us, in various ways. Like, I can give numbers where they can get hold of us. I'll give you the two websites.
Yes.
For both the hospital and the...
I think the website will be much more appropriate, because right now you are all under lockdown, right?
Yeah, we are all under lockdown.
Yeah, otherwise you give them the landline and there's nobody to pick up the landline.
There's no one in the office, yeah.
Yeah, no, let's rather give the websites of the fund and maybe the hospital, and maybe the email address that you use for public approaches, and then at least that way we can be able to assist.
Yeah, sure. So for the fund, it's www.nelsonmandelachildrensfund.com, and the email there is info@nmfc.co.za.
So the Nelson Mandela Children, is it Nelson Mandela Children's Fund? It's just really S. There's not a gap. It's just Nelson Mandela.
So it's Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, one word. So there's no apostrophe, just one word.
But there is an S between N and F.
There is an S, yes.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
Childrensfund.com, yes.
Yeah.
And then and the email address is info@N for Nelly, M for mother, C for care, F for fund, .co.za.
Okay, info@nmcf.co.za.
Yes. And then for the hospital, I can also give that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's www.nelsonmandela.children's.hospital.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela
So they can
Children's
always-
Hospital.org.
Yeah. Yeah. They can always go to also the Facebook page and all of that and get more information about us. And, So, yeah. So.
And then, of course, as the Director for Business Development and Resource Mobilization, that could be addressed to you or your communications people.
Yeah, they can address it. They can address it to me. Yeah, or
Okay.
communications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks from your side?
I would like to thank you for the opportunity. To give us the opportunity to talk about the work that we do and the time that you've given us. We really appreciate that, and we are hoping that we will be, working with you going forward to update the people about our work and what we do.
Absolutely. I mean, for Mariva, we are all willing to put a hand and do something for the benefit of the children. And thank you very much for detailed information on the work you do and the fund the work that the fund is doing. And of course, this exciting initiative. This is a time where people are looking for any reasons to get onto the road and do something. Many sporting activities, especially in the athletic side, have been cancelled. And any reason for them to do something and that will make them feel they are contributing to a good value like this one, absolutely is very highly appreciated.
Yeah. And to everyone in South Africa, we say, this is our 25th anniversary. We just want to find something where we can actually celebrate with them, and this can be actually the better way of us also having to celebrate the work that Mandela has done for the country.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Sydney. We will definitely keep in touch. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Sydney Metro Hatebe. He is the Business Development and Resource Mobilization Director at the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. The main focus of his talk with me was on the new initiative, the Nelson Mandela 67-kilometer virtual marathon 2020, that is aimed to raise funds to support the programs and initiatives of the organization. If you are interested, you can join online at the website www.v for Victory, F for Freddy, C for Cedric, series.com, and then choose the Nelson Mandela Virtual Marathon, and then the system will guide you until you are fully registered. The route is quite very much interesting. It takes you through the iconic places, starting from the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund's office in Joburg, and then ending up at the Vilakazi Street at Nelson Mandela home in Soweto. It's all virtual. You could be running somewhere in New York, in London, in Paris, in Johannesburg, in Durban, in Cape Town, anywhere in the world. As long as you record it, then the app will take you virtually through those important spaces, and you will have then been part of the inaugural virtual marathon. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're looking forward to welcoming you at our next broadcast. Goodbye, be safe, and take care.